Wired 96.5. Philly's party station.
JP from Wired 96.5. We got WWE superstar Daniel Bryan. It's been a busy 2 days for you, dude. You win the tag championships. You go to Connecticut, retain them, and then you come here to Philadelphia for SmackDown.
Yeah, I got in at 3 a.m. last night, and yeah, I'm here. I'm ready.
Bam.
Bam. Just like that. So, yeah, we're going over doing events all over the country, all over the world, really, 200 days a year. So we're kind of used to the schedule. But we always love coming to Philly. Philly is a great wrestling town.
Absolutely. I couldn't agree more. Can't wait to go to the Wells Fargo Center tonight. So when you were doing your tag match with Kane, there was an issue with Jerry Lawler, and I hear that he's in Memphis. He's doing better. Did you have any idea that was going on during your match?
No, absolutely not. And it was crazy because you can tell when something is going on, right? So I'm in this chin lock, right, and I can tell nobody's paying attention, which is not, the most unusual thing. But it's different when people are sitting there with apathy, and when people are like turning their heads and looking at something else, And I thought, oh man, there must be a fight in the crowd or something like that. And then I go to the top rope and I see somebody getting stretchered out. And I thought it was a fan. I just assumed it was a fan. And when I didn't find out till I got to the back that what had happened to Jerry.
Yeah. And then you heard the fans go, Jerry, just kind of as an homage to him because they saw him being carried out during the match. And Michael Cole had to, cover and just kind of the show must go on until, they were able to care for him. So that was kind of a scary moment.
Yeah. And so they had told us a little statistic yesterday that it's actually, if that were to happen to him, there was no better place in the world for that to happen to him than right there by ringside with a doctor 5 feet away with medical staff on hand, because Doc Samson, who's the real hero of the whole situation, is they said that only 1 in 260 people who that happens to actually survive. So
oh my God.
Yeah, because of the kind of heart attack or whatever it was, it's there's such a low survival rate. But Doc Samson was right there and was like, he's an amazing doctor, and we're lucky to have him on hand. So it was incredible.
Well, I know that everybody here at Wired 96.5 and the Chio Shiloh Tingle show just wishes the King a speedy recovery in Memphis. And you and Kane, let's talk about you guys. The WWE's favorite odd couple. It's fun to watch you guys. He chokeslam you on an opponent for a pin.
Right. Yep.
You guys put the fun in dysfunctional. It's just so much fun to watch you guys just act and just go, what's going to happen next?
Well, and there's just crazy things. Like, I would have never, if you would have told me, 5 years ago that I'd be in a WWE ring with a pink rope hugging a giant man in a mask, I would have told you there's no way that was ever going to happen. But here we are, and yeah, me and Kane hugging on national television multiple times. This is like the third time we've hugged on TV, and then it's just crazy. It's always weird how things work out. And we did this thing on SmackDown last week where we had these stress balls, and we have this Dr. Shelby who's just incredible. And and he's like, okay, you both have I see you both have balls. And okay, squeeze them.
Such a great moment.
Yeah, squeeze them. And we're both sitting there. Feel yourself relaxing, and all of a sudden all of our anger is melting away as we're squeezing these balls. And yeah.
Dr. Shelby is Kane's most feared opponent ever. He's a therapist.
Right. Yeah. So it's been a lot of fun. I've been very fortunate in my career to do a bunch of different styles of things, and this has been a lot of fun for me.
I could talk to you for 45 minutes. I'm sure that you got other places to go, but this is a special surprise I have for you. All right.
Okay.
All right. I know that you and Kane are a tag team, partners.
Yes.
If he were to get hurt or somebody, I have somebody that works here at Wired that would jump at the opportunity to be your tag team partner. Right?
Oh, no.
His name is Ryan, and his middle name is actually Daniel, and he's right over there. If you could come over here.
Uh-oh. Ryan, Daniel, come over here. and he's got a beard.
Yeah, look at this guy.
Yeah.
The-
I always get told that I look like you.
Yeah, and you know what? Lots of people say that to me, and it's never a compliment for either of us, right? Like it's always like, it's always like, oh, okay. Like one time it happened with Colin Delaney. Do you remember Colin Delaney? He was on ECW for a brief period.
No,
of time.
no, I don't.
Just very brief, and he comes up to me and he goes, "Hey, everybody tells me I look like you." I was like, "Oh no!" Like I don't feel that way with you. You feel like I feel like you're nice and presentable. I feel like it's the opposite. Like if people are telling you that you look like me, that's a bad thing. I have this giant beard going on, and it's not like
The resemblance is kind of uncanny.
yeah, maybe.
You guys look like brothers.
Oh no!
Try growing it out a little bit more.
right.
I'll give you a mic. So what were you trying to do?
I was trying to grow the beard out a little bit more. I didn't know yours was as long as that.
Yeah, it's getting pretty out there. My girlfriend,
She hates it.
do you know what? It's hard to say hate, but I if there's a word past beyond hate, I think that's what it is. So yeah, it's not not the most female friendly beard. So
Well, I thank you for letting me ambush you with Ryan, our sales department, being a good sport about
I
it.
just wanted to know if we become tag team partners, can we hug it out?
He wants to hug it out.
Can we hug it out?
have you heard? I'm Mr. Hug It Out. Like that's. I mean, it's not on TV that I'm Mr. Hug It Out. It's just on the YouTube channel. But if you were to watch the YouTube channel, I'm Mr. Hug It Out. So yeah, I can do it. All right, but okay. So the thing is, with when you're doing things that aren't on television like this, and doing the Hug It Out thing, it can't like the TV. It's okay if it's just a normal hug, but because we're sitting here filming it, it can't be just a normal hug. It has to be better because they see the normal hug on television. People are reacting. There's nobody here to react.
Except for 6 dudes.
Except for
That's not awkward at all.
Except for 6 dudes. So this hug is gonna be a little bit weird for you. It's gonna be a little bit weird, but that's the way it has to be with Mr. Hug It Out. Can they film this if we stand up and do this hug?
Well, let's get Bob to do it. He's awesome. He does great work here for Wire 96.5. Bob can if anyone can make it happen, Bob can make it happen.
Okay, this is how Mr. Hug It Out hugs it out. Are you ready?
Is he ready? Here, I'll hold your mic.
Are you ready?
Here we go. Hugging it out!
Oh, Mr. Hug It Out! Mr. Hug It Out! Mr. Hug It Out! You yes!
I hugged him back though. No, DJ says no. What's going on here? Daniel Bryan, I've got 2 microphones here now, but thank you so much for coming in, Daniel, and it's Wired 96.5. You never know what's going to happen here with Philly's Party Station. Holy crap.